Recording in progress.
What it do, what it do, what it do. It is your boy and Bruto, aka Mr. Goody Two Shoes, and who am I with as always? Joseph Huggins, aka Old Man Huggy. Talk shit or get off the pod, episode 187. Murder was the case that they gave me. Welcome, motherfucker. Is that why you said 187?
Yeah,
I mean,
well, yeah,
was the case.
yeah, because it's like, you know.
Yeah, okay. I just got it. I thought, I don't know. Notes came in late.
On God.
So y'all, how you doing, Joseph?
Pretty good, man. I think, did we fix my mic? Is it?
It feels fixed.
I don't know what was going on.
If you stop like going back and forth.
Yeah, I gotta find the right position.
Well, you just gotta look at the fucking.
Well,
I don't know what you're doing on the computer.
I have all of this stuff. I gotta get.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, here we are, like.
There. How are you, man? What is your shirt? I'm trying to see your shirt.
It's actually only the second time I've ever worn it, and thought about not wearing it, but because like there's like some footage of it was just like that I've already worn this, and and like I wore it at the Post Malone show. That's what I'll just say.
Oh, okay. Posty. I mean,
Yeah.
What is a Post Malone concert like now? Is it like half country, half rap? Like, I don't know. I'm like, what is?
It's all country. This one was, at least. It's like the big ass stadium tour with Jelly Roll.
Oh, okay. See, I feel like that's smart. If you do both and you kind of double dip, then it's like.
No, like, to be honest, like, he did play like White Iverson. I think that's what the song's called, right?
Yeah, there's White Iverson.
Yeah, no, like, he played some hits, like, from back, but it wasn't.
But then
like,
he's like
not,
jamming out country style.
Yeah, and having his dad come and bring him beers, but then like say he's sober, like, it's weird.
Okay.
But no, it was fun. Like, shout out. Like, the only thing is like I'd much rather see him in like a club, you know.
Yeah,
like
I mean, I feel like stadium is just, unless you're paying.
It's just tough. Yeah, stadium is just tough. Like, I feel for everybody. Like, it was like awesome, like great time. Not shitting on it. Like, but it's just like, it's because it was cool in a stadium. It was like, I thought about like, what if this was like in a fucking club, like, or not in, maybe not a club, like just like because the reason why I say club is like they have like the Nokia Theater, or it used to be called that. I think it might be the Microsoft thing. And it's under the Staples Center, and that's where I saw Wu-Tang. So it's like more of like an intimate vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it would just be like, dude, like, he would just fucking crush.
Yeah, there's some that are like worth that you would rather see in a smaller setting. And there's some places, some performers, it's like, oh, I'd rather see him at like a stadium. But even then, I feel like it's so arbitrary. It depends on what seats you get. Like, it really just, like, how much money you're willing to spend. I mean, we talked a couple episodes about people taking out pay now later loans for concert tickets. So it's
and I kind of get it. Like, I mean, like, some of the best times of my life are at like shows, for sure. Or like, definitely raves, but that might have been because of the ecstasy. I don't know, but like, no, like, you know what I'm saying though? Like those experiences, like, they might be worth like pay now or buy now, pay later. I don't know. But it wasn't like I wasn't willing to take out money. It was just I like literally pulled the fucking trigger like on these seats, because we just like I don't know. It just I just got the like, hey, these look good, and then I was like, boom, let's just make it happen. And our seats were cool. Like, let's not even get twisted. It just wasn't like on the floor. But I also didn't even know if like That would have made it like it doesn't make my point different. Like it's like seeing him like in a smaller environment would have been better.
Yeah.
But even though it was still good.
Even though, yeah, it was worth it, but I would have rather, if I could have picked somewhere else to see you, it would have been smaller. It would have been like a 5,000 person concert and not like,
Not even that.
oh, dang. So
I'm
you
talking
going
about like
unplugged.
yeah, not even yeah, just like yeah, him show up. I'm trying to think of
That
like a venue
that was a fucking
like the Troubadour.
wild time in like the world whenever there was like just MTV Unplugged. And at some point, everybody did some like acoustic set, and then that album would come out, and there's like bangers that have come
I just
from
watched like the Goo Goo Dolls play an acoustic set like from back in the day,
with a
like
lot of candles in the room.
and no, there was rain. It was raining on
Oh, of
them,
course. Oh, I'm surprised it wasn't raining with candles around them that gets keeping us warm.
and like the like amount of respect that they're giving, like the crowd is like for this, and it's like I don't know. Like I like the Goo Goo Dolls. They're fine. They're fine.
I mean, I guess that's like,
But like no, I was just like thinking about like how this is like y'all are at the top of the world right now, and it's weird because like your shit's okay, like it's fine.
well, but that's
I fuck with it, but like you're literally the biggest rock stars in the fucking world, and everybody believes that, and it's raining, and you're playing this acoustic set right the fuck now, and it's just like to me it was just like wow, it's like that must be a crazy fucking feeling.
well, when you really think about it, though, I mean, that's like at one point like Train. There's always
To
been
trust me, I've gone down a
there's there's
train
there's
recently.
all of these
I'm not kidding. No,
mom
Joe,
bands.
I have to cut you off. I fucking Googled the lyrics to Train and sent it to my group text recently, and I was just like, look how stupid this shit is. Seriously,
Like drops of Jupiter. That
that's what
song.
I'm talking
Yeah.
about. Exactly. No,
That's some,
bro,
but like you
he's talking about like the best like espresso macchiato, like that you could get or whatever the fuck he says. Like it's like some caffeinated drink, like specific, like before it was even like a thing. And like, yeah, but like has no correlation to like the previous line or the next line. And I'm just like, I was like, dude, if this guy can drop hits, I can drop hits.
well
I can
that
drop
that's
drops
a
to Jupiter, that's for sure.
that's a genre of music. Goo Goo Dolls. What's
No,
it?
that was yeah, I
No, but
agree.
like, and that was
But
all.
I'm just specific. Goo Goo Dolls, separate them from Train, please, for the
No,
fucking
they
love
were
of Christ.
just no. Train had one song. Google Dolls had more, but they all fall into the
The
same
Goo Goo Dolls are just better.
the
Like
same
it's
category. They all fall in this. Because then what's their name? What's the? It's 3 a.m. I must be lonely.
that's different. That's Matchbox 20.
Matchbox
That's
20 falls into the same
different.
basket. No, that is
Different. No, not
all.
all white people.
Yep.
No.
Yes.
Matchbox 20 is like with Three Doors Down, and like there
Yes,
is
Three Doors
I
Down would be in the same.
right. But
In the
those are
barrel.
different. Those are okay.
Mm.
Train and Goo Goo Dolls, you had right, are in a category. You could throw in
Matchbox 20 is not.
is in a different category.
What category?
Very similar. Very similar.
Get
But
out
no,
of here.
no. It's that.
It's not even that.
It's
the
that voice. It's that voice.
It's the lyrics and what they're talking about. So
No.
yes,
It's the voice.
every
It's the
single song,
voice.
every single song is just like
Disagree.
super simpy mushy gushy stuff, which
you
is
telling-
fine. But it's a whole. That is
There's
a
a genre
of music.
voice that Matchbox 20 and Three Doors Down did, and like there's other bands like
And
I'm
types of
telling you, I
songs.
actively like make fun of them, like because I could just sing like that.
But I'm
like,
saying is
before I
Goo
even
Goo
started
Dolls,
singing.
Goo Goo Dolls, Matchbox 20, and I mean
No,
Three Doors Down,
different.
not even no the song and Train. Those three bands,
Get them the fuck out.
their songs, like the theme of their songs are the same. I'm not saying they all
There's
sound the
nuance.
same.
There's no. I am saying they sound
One
the
of them's
same.
one of them's comparing a girl to space. The other one's comparing her to like what, something else. Like get the fuck out of
Oh,
here,
I thought you
bro.
were talking to
It's the
me. I thought you
same.
were talking
No,
to me.
what I'm saying is like that's what he's saying. It all drops to Jupiter. Head back to the
Okay.
Milky Way, bitch. Like what are you talking
I'm talking
about?
about the style. The style. Like Savage Garden, you could throw in with the
But
Goo Dolls.
no, because Savage Garden had way more of like a techno, like house dance style, as where this is like white dudes with acoustic guitars singing songs with goofy little like Ellen DeGeneres bob cuts, and they're out there in leather jackets
20,
and Goo Goo Dolls.
No,
They all have the same haircut. Get the fuck out of here.
they don't sound the same.
They're all dressed the same, have the same haircut.
Train and Goo Goo Dolls
and Train, that dude's got the same haircut, and it was later, like that we were past that.
Who cares if they look alike?
We moved past it.
Not all white guys look alike.
They're appealing. Dude. They're appealing to a certain group of people.
I agree with that.
It's like so now.
I'm just saying that I make fun of the bands. Like,
it's just like I can picture the woman. Like you know, just when I hear the song Betty Davis Eyes, I can picture the type
I don't even know what that song is.
It's like this. I mean, I don't know. It's a fairly popular song from like the 80s or late 70s. It's not a good song. She's not that. Her voice is not that great. I know that's like blasphemous, and somebody's like mom and grandma would slap me, but it's not that good of a song. I suggest you look it up. When you hear that song, you can imagine the type. I can imagine the type of person
that these
would listen
all
to.
bands were all white dudes who were all around at the same time, who all gave everybody the same vibe.
Just like if you listen to like Rick James, you can picture what he looks like without ever seeing Rick James. And if there was like, pick somebody out of this lineup who you think sang that song, they'd be like, that fucking guy. Like right off the bat, it's applicable. Like there is some, and I'm just saying.
I hate you. Like this is the most racist.
It's
shit
not
I've
at
ever
all.
heard.
What are you talking
Are
about?
Are you kidding me? If I said this in reverse,
it could be nothing but black dudes, and you could ask a black guy, and he'd pick the guy out with like the Jerry curl braids with beads in a sequins
I could just be
jacket.
saying this about rap, and then just be like, "Oh, which dude fucking did this?"
That's not. I mean,
it's that dude with the afro.
Like, no, there's some guys that'll throw you off. No, there's some their voices will throw you off. I'm saying no. I'm not talking.
I know that you think that, and I'm telling you that their voices are throwing me off. It's the exact same thing that you're saying. Like there's nuance here. Like I'm telling you that you were right with the Goo Goo Dolls and Train, even though Goo Goo Dolls are obviously better. And I'm telling you, there's a separation there between Matchbox 20 and Three Doors Down, who also sound the same. They just don't sound the same as the Goo Goo Dolls and Train.
No, they definitely
even though they came out at the same time, and the same people who like.
They're definitely better for sure, and yes,
Goo Goo Dolls and Matchbox 20.
No, Matchbox 20 is better than
are the two best.
Matchbox 20 is the best out of all of them.
Okay, but you know, like those are the two, and then Three Doors Down had one hit, and
Goo Goo Dolls is more like softy mom shit. Now edgy, I want an edgy guy, but I'm still gonna let my parents meet him. Is like Matchbox 20 and Three Doors Down, because he's rough around the edges, but I think I could fix him.
Three Doors Down is also Canadian, but I guess so is Bieber, and
it could be Canadian and hold it down. There's nothing wrong with that.
Do you have?
Hey, it's not that big of a deal. I'm just,
I'm just saying, like,
I got a couple of bars.
How about this? Canada runs. First of all, Canada jumped in the rankings, took over the UK. Shout out!
Hell
yeah! I was actually surprised to see the difference. However, I will shout out Canadian comedians all day. Like they run the world. Like Canada brings out the comedians. Are we sure that they have good musicians besides Bieber and Drake? And are we sure that we're into Bieber and Drake? I mean, they're great. Like, to be honest, obviously.
Cross Canadian Ragweed is Canadian, obviously. Rush is from Canada.
Okay, who else? This was an honest question. Like, it's not me shitting on Canada. I can't saying
think of any more like right off the top of my head, but I mean,
fucking Celine Dion, maybe.
Maybe if you
He's
want
French
it the
Canadian.
most, there's no easy way out. That's
No, it's like I
banger,
feel like they do have
bangers,
like
dude.
they do have stars, but it's like I guess what I'm saying is like to me it's Drake and Bieber and they're problematic right now in America, at least.
Well, and Bieber just dropped another song.
He just dropped an album.
Josh dropped his album. I mean,
Have you listened to it?
no, I just see
Me
all the
neither.
weird shit he like posts on
Me
X.
neither. I'm planning on it though.
I just see all the
That's
weird
what.
shit he posts on Twitter, and I'm just like, dude, this guy's crazy.
Well, dude, you're not clocking it, bro. You're not standing on business, dude. Like that's why you don't get it.
Um, on God. Um, yeah, dude, Celine Dion, get out of here, goat.
No, I mean okay, but she's like successful. Like,
No, I know. I'm just saying, like, she's awesome. Celine Dion was the shit.
oh, I thought you were talking shit when you were like hitting it
No,
with like
Celine
the
Dion's
lips.
got bangers. Where there's
Okay, okay. I thought you were saying the opposite when you're like,
no, I was just saying like, in the goat. Like, yeah,
no, yeah, yeah. No, I don't know about goat, but she's up
she's
there.
up there for sure. I mean, she's got some hits. And Titanic, I mean, she'll be she is singing a song in one of the most like in a movie that is wow insane. I remember when they were like, this movie costs like $300 million, and now we got movies that cost so much money compared to that. But that was like the most expensive movie at the time because of the CGI.
Do we? I think it's like actually still around the same,
Oh, it depends. Like Avatar and some of those movies cost more.
but which are also by James Cameron.
Yeah, so there you go. There's a theme, and he's also been to like what the bottom of the Marianas Trench.
And he also fucking like made me think I died and everybody else died because I went and saw Avatar 2 on mushrooms by myself
Oh
in
yeah.
like a 40, yeah.
What about whenever Avatar 3 comes out? What are you gonna do then?
Pretend like it doesn't happen. Disassociate. Dude, I have PTSD from it, bro.
I believe
Like
it.
for real.
I believe you. I don't doubt it. I would
All
too.
right. So y'all, um, I haven't even told Joseph this, but your boy got hired for a new job
Oh, nice.
running the sales and marketing team for a company on Friday. Well, on Friday is when we had the negotiation, and yesterday officially they came back with a full ask, and I accepted the deal. Start in 2 weeks. Shout out.
Nice, man. So are you just, did you already let the pool know? Like, hey, I'm out?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I gave him the 2 weeks. Don't even really know why. I mean, like, no, I do know why. It's like some respectable
One,
motherfucker, but
mm,
but it's just like yeah. So it'll be exactly 2 weeks from yesterday, like when I start.
that's awesome. Well, congrats, man. Fuck yeah. Good shit.
I know it was awesome. Like, because I was like hard on them with like what like during the salary negotiations, like, because like I used to like on the podcast like when in the very beginning talk to people about like what you need to do in that situation, like just like it's going to be a negotiation, you want to make it work, but you like need to like, and so I'm not even kidding, I said this to the guy, I go, listen dude, I'm willing to walk away, but are you willing to walk away from making the best hire of your career? And he goes, I love that. I swear to God, I said that.
That's pretty epic.
I know. And then a whole weekend goes by where I'm like thinking like, do I hit him up? And like TikTok, bro, TikTok. And like I'm watching my dad the whole weekend. My mom's out of town, like with my sister, like at a wedding. So, and my dad's recovering from a stroke, y'all. So like I'm taking care of him like literally from Friday to Sunday. And I'm just like thinking about my brothers there. And my brother's like, no, don't say anything. And I'm like, it's a sales job, but they might want to see like, this. And then I just refrain, don't say shit.
Yeah.
And then it comes to like Monday. at noon, and I just like just hit it. I'm just like, I gotta say something. So I just call him, and he's like, well, because the whole thing was the reason why like they hadn't already agreed to it. So they give me the offer, but I just told them like, no, this is what it is. Um, was because he had to talk to a CFO, but it was like gonna be at like 2 hours later, like after I called him, which was like at noon Monday, and then he calls me back, and then hits me with exactly what I asked for.
Nice. Well, congrats, man. That's good
Yeah.
for. Fuck yeah. Happy for you, sir.
And it's weird that I hadn't told you this before, but I realized I hadn't before we started the podcast. And I was like, I'll just drop it on like
Well,
during
and
the
if you
recording.
know you were well now that you've got it, but
But
if you
I'm
were like
also going through it emotionally, bro. Like shit's not fun, to be honest. Like with, like with
everything that's just going on.
yeah, well, just like everything is fine except for, and that's the other thing. It's like I just want to just be honest. It's like just I'm just going through it with like this girl, and it's like losing your best friend, and it's just so fucking tough, like beyond tough, like so like it's been fucking me up.
No, man, and I mean I'm sorry to hear that you're still going through it. I mean I know that you have been, and yeah, that's never easy, especially whenever you're like it's someone you confide in and you talk to, and you know like when those dynamics change, yeah, that's super fucking difficult, man.
Totally.
That's really fucking difficult to like find your bearings after that. But I mean, you've worked really hard over the past few years to put yourself in a great position. Just got a new gig. I mean, things have been on the up and the up climb for you, and they're only going to continue. So you just got to really stay the course. And with that, you know, whatever comes of that, time will be a better judge of that than like right now. So it's really like living in the moment, but live in the moment of just like trying to get a little bit better every day or do
Totally.
something different. You know, like you should, you know, try not to spend your downtime not doing something constructive that's going to distract you. You know, like come up with shit. Like go get a
I know.
fucking.
Well, that's why I've been like put like just like really working on music. Like that's been like really helpful, to be honest. Like, but I just can't help it. Like it's just like I just get sad sometimes. But and I don't even want to necessarily bring it back up on the podcast. It's just like I feel like people listen like sometimes like they don't want to like just necessarily hear our take like on fucking like the Mossad or like Diddy.
Yeah, no, that's
They want to
true.
like hear about us.
No,
So
yeah.
it's like so that's why I'm bringing it up. It's just like just going like shit's been tough, but things are looking up. I mean, everything else is like fine. It's just how I feel.
No, I mean sometimes you can be. I mean, there is a period of time like it's not like comparable. I'm not trying to like make comparisons, but for me, there was a period of time when I was younger where I had a lot of stuff going on that was really really good, and I was really starting to kind of like just like whenever you texted me other day, it's like I've overcome a lot to get to this point in my life, and like if you've known me that long, if you knew me when I was like 10 until now, it's like I've worked my ass off for everything that I've had to put myself in a position that's better. And there at one point whenever things were really starting to get better, man, I was fucking miserable. Like I was miserable. I felt like I was super alone because I kind of was. I kind of isolated myself to like really just grind it out, and it was super frustrating. And I had a lot of things going right, but I didn't feel good at all about anything necessarily. And it was more just my mindset and my take on things, my take on letting people be close to me because I felt kind of, I don't know, ins-
Guarded.
guarded and insecure whenever we were like all dispersing and getting into our adult lives. A lot of you guys had your shit kind of figured out, or there was, like kind of, I wouldn't
It's
say like,
at least seemed like it.
at least like yeah income because mine was chaos, so it
Right,
was
right.
like I mean I think I lived at your house every summer, I mean every day for 2 summers until you dipped and went to California. Because if I wasn't at work, I was like, what? Like I was in my car, just like not doing shit, like roaming the fuck around, getting in fucking trouble, which sounds laughable at this point, but I mean that's really like what it was. But you can have a lot of things going well for you. To bring it back to my point, you can have a lot of things going well and be at some of the lowest points. You can feel like you're at some of the lowest points, whether it's because of relationships, friendships, or just other exterior factors. Those things can really like chop the legs out from under you.
Yeah.
Mm.
I just, like, it's just mostly because it's like I've never been like sober like this and felt feelings like this and lost a person like this.
No,
And that's what it is.
and I
And
think
but then also just the way that it's like happened, like just confuses me. So it's like fucks me up.
yeah. I mean, we talked. This was off air. I mean, you just kind of said it, but I brought that up to you, and I told you that I was like, hey, like like you're in a different mindset now, with just where you're at with your sobriety and everything. That like this is gonna be different. Whenever y'all were like starting to separate, I was like, hey man, like this is gonna, and you kind of downplayed it. You were like, no, no, no. You're like, that's not it. And you were like kind of talking
No, okay, well, this is the thing. I'll like always defend her. Like I'd always been defending her, and like it's like it's always been like my fault, right? That's what I always thought. Well, not my fault, but like my fault for like it continuing this long. Um, and it's weird because it's like we almost got like closer, like basically because it just didn't stop. So of course we would get closer the longer that we would be talking, and it just felt like, and then it was just like kind of some off shit like that happened, and then now it's like just I don't know. It's like breakup 2.0, and it sucks.
well, yeah, and no, and I was just, I mean, I'm not trying to tell you to not defend her or any of that you did anything wrong. I'm just saying that like the feelings that you have around it with the point that you're at this point in your life is different than other ones, because like you said, like you're like like with, you've been sober going through it, so it feels different, the emotions are a little bit different, the intentions a little bit different. And whenever this first started and you were like upset but you were trying to figure it out, and I was telling you like, hey, but this is gonna like it's gonna feel different, just because you're at a different point in your life right now. So your intention and your approach and a lot of things about it were different. But I mean, there are positives to take away from it, and there is like always, life's a double-edged sword. So I mean, you have learned that more about yourself, more about what you're willing to tolerate and not tolerate, the things that you're gonna require from somebody on a communication level or anything like that. You've learned more about what sober Mr. Goody needs from their partner and what you want from a relationship than you did when you got into this. So at least you've got a little bit more of your bearing. If you already were heading in the right direction, your compass is a little more true. Do you know what I'm saying? Like
No, totally, totally, totally. It's just
it fucking
like it's
sucks.
just yeah, it's just so hard to go through.
No,
So fucking hard.
yeah,
But no, I totally know what you're saying. I'll like I'm going to live. Like it's not like
no, and it's not even to like no, because that
but no,
sounds
but like I'm
dismissive.
telling you, it feels sometimes like I'm not going to. It's like so hard, dude.
No, no, and that's where, but then that's part of like how just life works in general. And I'm not, I don't like saying that like, oh, like you're gonna live, because that's being dismissive of your feelings, and you
No,
should.
no, that's what. No, I'm serious.
No,
Like
I
when I
know.
say that,
No, I
it's I have
know.
to tell my. I have to like remind myself of that. I'm like, God damn, bro.
Well, no, and I mean, and I just hearing it, I'm just saying like everyone's feelings are valid, whether you agree with them or not, or you think they're too extreme or not. They're still somebody's feelings, and if they could control it, they would probably feel differently. So
Right.
always take that into consideration with others, but like no, like it sucks, and because you're going through this and you know how this feels, that's how, what I'm saying is, you will avoid this feeling again by making different decisions, different approaches, whatever, you know requiring more from the beginning, or whatever it is.
Well,
I'm not.
see, that's also the other thing. It's just I'm a fucking heroin addict right now. It's like, like Who even says it's over? Like, you know.
But it's it should be. Have you
Yeah, no shit.
have you seen Basketball Diaries? No.
Yes.
Yeah, no. You gotta go. Your mom's gotta let you in. She's gotta lock you in a room. Not
She
let
wants to. She
not
wants to. She
not let
wants to.
not
I
let you
literally had a
out.
conversation. Dude, like, just, it's a lot. It's
Okay.
really a lot. Dude.
Well, let's get into therapy questions.
All right, y'all. So for the first time in maybe a year, I think,
Yeah, I think
I,
so.
yeah, like I am in charge of therapy questions.
We swapped.
Swapped it back. I used to do them, and then we swapped, and then now we said we were like I was gonna do it, but your boy's been struggling.
So I've been doing both.
Yeah, he's been actually like writing all of it. So today, murder was the case. Therapy question number one. Would you rather be stuck in a group therapy session with your exes or your childhood bullies?
See, for me, it'd be childhood bullies. And not that there's anything about wrong about being in a room with all of your exes, but like a lot of like your childhood bullies or even people that like I necessarily was addicted to, that's I would want to see them or especially like my bullies as adults and figure out what the fuck was up. Because we were
That's so funny because I have the exact opposite answer. So
see
go ahead.
see I would much rather sit down because I mean if they're your exes, they're your ex for a reason, and then you've also like hashed out so much shit. Like how much are you just gonna be rehashing old shit? And
No, okay, no. I think it's like I don't. I know I got bullied. It was because like these dudes are like fucking intimidated by me, like being like some fucking kid from California who could like swoop their girlfriend. Like I get it, like that's fine. With my exes, I don't know. I just want to be in a room with my exes, dude. Like
see
I'm just toxic like that.
see, and I guess maybe for me too. I mean, and like because I growing up where we grew up. I mean, there's some people that like used to say some crazy racist shit that I'd love to like
Yeah,
say
but it's
what's
like,
up
why
to.
do you even give a fuck what they think now? I guarantee
But why
you,
would you
the
give a
therapy session would be like, "Hey, dude, we're dumb. We were fucking 16." Like, yeah, cool. Like, no problem. Like, that's the thing. I don't hold anything against
I
any
don't
of them,
either, but it would still be interesting.
and I don't hold anything against my exes either, to be
No,
honest.
I don't. I wouldn't say I do,
To
but
me,
I
it was
don't.
just like, who do I want to be in a room with? Like hot chicks that I used to like hang out with,
But
or like
you're in a
a bunch of assholes.
yeah. But then it'd be either a bunch of people trying to figure out their differences and come together, or all of your exes in a room telling you what's wrong with you. That sounds
I'd be
awful.
fine with that.
You
As
would
long as
be because
there's
you're
things.
toxic like that. Because you would love to hear that, and you'd have something to say back,
No,
and
I just need closure,
you'd
bro.
be.
That's what I
You
need.
don't already have it.
No, obviously not.
Obviously, yeah, you never do. That's obvious. Now, bullies would be more interesting because but like I think I talked about it on the pod where there was someone that we went to school with who was like my nemesis growing up, and then he ended up like passing away. I think I talked about this maybe like a year or 2 years ago on the podcast, and that was probably like the person that I had the most issues with because he would make fun of my sister on the bus, and then he would like show up at the bus stop, try to like fist fight me, call me the N word, all this goofy shit. And this is when we were in like first, second, third, fourth, fifth grade. So like I become seventh, eighth grade when we knew him. Like I despised this dude. We did not like each other at all. It was like nemesis. You know what I'm saying? And it was
And
always
you would rather be in a therapy session with him than your ex
well.
girlfriend.
I mean, I remember actually maybe on the pod I was talking about just who's your nemesis, and I brought it up, and then I found out like maybe like a month or two later he ended up like taking his own life. Like it was like super sad. Like it fucked me up for a little while because I was talking about it and like, oh man, if I could bump into this guy. And I've always wondered. He joined the military like he always wanted to. 2 silver stars. Like was like kind of a fucking badass.
I actually am now lost on who we're talking about.
I don't know if you knew who Andrew Marcasano was.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, so that's who it was. Like we used to get into it all the fucking time, and like it's crazy to say it, but like R.I.P. But like we had like battles, bro, like battles. And he would, there's
See, I
a,
didn't know that. I don't think you have brought this up, to be honest, because I
okay.
would have remembered.
Cause and then so then I found out later that he ended up like came back. He did like 2 or 3 tours. Like I said, won like 2 silver stars and a bronze star, and was like married with a couple kids. Ended up taking his own life. It's like super sad. He had like mad issues with PTSD and all sorts of stuff. And like we just used to get into it, and I've always it just fucked me up because for years I thought like, oh man, I'd love to like just like bump into that dick and be like, fuck you, dude, you know, like. And in reality, this dude's like lived a whole nother life, probably completely changed, went and like sacrificed his life, you know what I'm saying? And I'm sitting over here being like, fuck this dude, like on some stupid
So,
stupid grudge
so
petty shit.
you want to have the
So
session
I would
to.
want to have closure, and my closure with that has changed over time as I look back at it.
So like what like I learned like when I was going through group therapy was like forgiving people isn't like for them, it's for you so that you can stop. It's like basically like with that like holding on to that like resentment and shit. It's like giving yourself poison and then expecting the other person to die. It's like you're the one who's just like, so when you get to like forgive somebody for whatever the fuck they did for you or to you, then you get relief. It's not it's so like people I think like they don't deserve forgiveness. It's like nah, it's like for you. Like you gotta get like this shit off of your mind because it's intoxicating you
No, and that's part of,
and I think that's what exactly what
yeah,
you're saying.
like
Yeah.
it like, and you know, I found that out because someone was like, "Hey, did you hear about this?" And I was like, "Oh no, like what's up with that, dude?" You know, like, and then they like told me all that, and I was like, "Oh shit!" And it really like fucked with my head to think about that. And it's like nobody deserves that. Nobody's family deserves to like, you know, should ever have to go through something like that. And we hear a lot about that when it comes to, you know, military vets and people who, you know, especially during that era. I mean, it just like really fucked me up. So that's where it's like those people, like everybody.
Those people.
I mean, saying like,
No, I'm just kidding.
like the bullies and stuff like that, like those would be interesting conversations because it's like for me,
Okay.
because
In my head, it's like, who do I want to be in a room with?
I know, because you're,
Women that I love, or a bunch of dudes
but
that I
it's a
did not.
therapy session.
I don't care. I'm just picking the better crowd.
Yeah, that's true. See, I'm wanting the more like enlightening experience.
I don't know.
Classic, classic us.
Therapy question number 2. Would you rather poop confetti or burp glitter for the rest of your life?
Poop confetti for sure.
Obviously.
Because like at least that's in private,
That's
and like,
exactly what I was
and I
thinking.
could like flush it and like.
Nobody ever gets to see what you poop unless they're like in your like unless you're like 2G 1C up in
And
there.
if you get like caught, you could like, you know, like blame it on like your kids. Be like, who the fuck's got confetti? There's
How
confetti
the
in the
fuck
toilet.
would you? Oh,
Who left
I,
confetti in the toilet?
yeah, I'm thinking like somebody seeing you poop confetti,
No, but what if like, you
and
know,
I'm
what if there's this
like
like,
remnants,
yeah,
remnants.
remnants. I mean, because glitter is not coming out. So you just be
Glitter never goes anywhere, dude. It's the herpes of the arts and
burp
crafts game.
burping glitter on people. That's terrible. Everyone
It's
would know when you
insane.
burped. You'd be covered in
Insane.
glitter. That's terrible. That is a
Not kidding.
nightmare.
Not kidding. Ran this by the Iron Ape. He said burp glitter.
That's the craziest shit I've ever heard. That makes no sense.
Absolutely hard R retarded. Say something
Jesus.
like that.
Yeah, I guess.
Therapy question number 3.
Good lord.
Would you rather never be able to lie again or have everyone always think that you're lying?
Oh, it'd probably be never tell a lie again. That'd be
I
much
think
more.
so, obviously.
That would be more comfortable, and in the long run, it would be like
Like,
more
does it even
fulfilling.
matter anymore
Like,
if
but
you can lie if everything you say people think is a lie, you're
Yeah,
fucked.
it's like I've seen there's a movie Liar Liar, and that's a perfect example where it's like, yeah, his life was less fulfilling, and as he told the truth throughout time, he ended up having a more fulfilling life and a better relationship with his kid.
Right. And like there are times where you probably need to lie. Like just like specifically like some dude's like, yo, here's a gun in your face, give me your wallet. I don't have a wallet. I mean, that's not actually a lie. I threw mine out like at the Post Malone concert because it smelled like tobacco and it's not my fault. And here we are. But that doesn't matter. My point is, there are times where you might need to lie where it's not like insidious and like, it's like
Well, yeah, I mean, there's a time and
that
place,
that that
but
that's all I'm
you would rather, but to have everyone think you're lying all the time would
is insane.
be
Is
like that
insane.
would be the most unhealthy.
The worst
You'd be
fucking place to
so
be in.
so neurotic.
Yeah. Okay, well we agree there. Therapy question number 4. Would you rather confess your darkest secrets to a room of strangers or hear your crush's thoughts about you unfiltered?
It's like that's a
I've
pretty
gone back
hard.
and forth on I've gone back and forth on this.
I mean, confess your darkest secret in a room of strangers,
Seems like meaningless to me. It's like fuck it, I don't care.
and then you just walk out.
No, I don't. I mean, either way, it's a room of strangers. Like, why would you even
Yeah,
care about
but like
doing that?
but to know somebody's like inner
But
thoughts about
the
you, that would be.
intriguing part is, would you rather do that? Like, would you rather actually like know what your crush's thoughts are
I
unfiltered? It's not like which one would suck more. It's like
no,
what
I,
it's like one you could do, in my opinion, tell your darkest secrets to a group of strangers and yeah, and then just walk the fuck out, whatever you want to say. Who cares? But would you rather?
well, see, but if you have like a darkest secret, like I secretly eat like rocks, or it's like one of
Okay,
those
well,
weird people
okay,
on Taboo.
I'm assuming that you don't have weird ass fucking secrets like that, Joseph. But maybe
No,
you do.
I don't eat rocks or anything. But I'm just saying is for somebody else, because I view it not just from my perspective, but from another person's. So knowing your crush's thought, that would be like validating, and you'd be able to be like up and know their inner thoughts, which would be cool in that one instance.
It could be cool or
But what
devastating.
if like you like peed the bed till you're 50 and no one knows
Well,
that?
that's what I'm saying. Like,
Then
I
that
guess
might be freeing. That might be like a freeing moment where you say something like,
literally, like when you pee the bed,
no,
just
like you would tell some like
free your bladder.
dark, embarrassing secret about yourself to a bunch of strangers and walk away. Something that you're like, I don't think anybody knows this.
To
And
be
you just say,
honest,
that'd be great.
I don't have that. Like, I feel like maybe it's because I've gone through like the addiction recovery process,
Yeah.
whatever. That it's like I don't. It's like couldn't even imagine like what I would even like
What you
somebody
would say
like
that you haven't already said?
some yeah, exactly. And like somebody like asked me like what my favorite food was when we were hanging out, and I was like, I'm Anthony Bourdain. Like I was like, favorite food sounds just like weird to me. It's like you hit me with like lasagna. Yeah, that sounds good. Steak sounds good. Am I gonna say one's better than the other? I don't think so. And it's like, I don't like know. Like if you ask me what's my darkest secret, like I literally could like,
No, and I got
I
you.
couldn't even come up with like a. I'm like, uh, I don't know. Like literally, like
Well, and
what?
there's, I mean, anything that I would say, I've probably that's embarrassing. I've said on
And
the
yeah,
pod.
we've also had
That
a
I said on
fucking
the pod.
podcast for
Yeah,
years.
like the
Exactly.
pod where it's like
It's like
trying to
just go
think.
back and check the tapes.
Yeah, like yeah.
Like it's like I mean,
It's,
how much more deep do we need to fucking get? Like it's like there's just like I mean, and again, if it's a deep dark secret, Joseph could be lying to us right now, but I'm just letting the audience know. I have no idea what that would be because I don't really have those.
no, I'm not saying that I
I'm an open
do.
fucking no. It's fine if you do, but we wouldn't know if you did because that's why it's a deep dark
Yeah,
secret.
that makes sense. But see, for me, it's like hearing your crush's thoughts about you would be weird. So it'd be like, what if you had to reveal yours
It's
or
a
to hear?
gamble. It's a
Would you?
gamble.
But it'd be like, so would you rather be in the room and hear somebody else's, or be in a room and share yours? Deep darkest secrets.
That's what I'm at.
Like,
That's the
yeah, like
question.
no, like
That
what?
is the question. I don't give a shit about sharing mine,
But you would you
but
be in the
I'm
room and
I'm
hear
just
someone else's?
I'm just curious. I'm just
Yeah, that's what I'm
wondering.
saying. If you
I'm
had to pick
wondering if
one,
I'm just wondering if I want to know that. That's all. That's all I'm saying.
well, yeah, if it's some random person you don't know and they tell you some deep dark
Okay, well,
secret,
my
it could
crush
be.
is not a random person, bro.
But you're there, or your crush's thoughts about you. But what if they're terrible? That would
That's what I'm
destroy. That would
saying.
be awful.
That's why it's the gamble. I don't give a shit about doing the other thing. I'm just wondering
You're just
if I'm
gambling.
prepared for hearing that. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. It's like I either get to like listen to this, and I don't know
There's
if
a
I
movie
want
for
to.
that. Mel Gibson, What Women Want.
Oh my god, but it's not
Dude,
that.
what is this?
But I seen it. I
How
seen
many
it.
movies
Melly
did you?
Gibson.
You just watching movies all week and
Shut up.
coming up with therapy questions for movies?
Did I
Would you
even?
rather
I hate you with four. You would you rather's because
have a coat made out of
that's classic therapy
101
question.
Dalmatian puppies,
I
or
brought it back. I brought it back to the
have a hairy cousin,
sub 100 episodes.
have a
Like with
hair,
the would you rather.
have a hairy cousin who's like covered in hair named Cousin It.
I have more. Trust me. Like we're not done. Like oh no, we're done here, y'all,
You just
with the therapy questions. But I'm telling you, like I've
got more in loaded, locked and
yeah
loaded.
yeah that's right.
More
They're in the
movies.
chamber. They're in the chamber.
Little Harry Met Sally, a little Sleepless in
No,
Seattle.
I had like I had a hard time.
They're hard. It's annoying.
No. I had no. Excuse me. I had a hard time picking which one because I had so many good ones, and
Oh.
I wanted to get a variety. That's the poop fucking confetti shit.
Poop confetti was good. All right, well, let's get into articles, or do you need a break?
Let's just real quick.
Okay, we'll be back.
Oh my god.
Recording in progress.
All right, y'all. Time to start with the topics. Joseph, lead us off since.
You
I mean, not it's not like you haven't been doing topics, but it was the first time I did therapy questions
you
in a year.
you gotta read the third one, the article you sent me. For because you always
yeah.
send me Apple News, and it's like I'm not.
I just thought,
subscribed.
yeah, I just knew I wasn't doing articles, but I read that and I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, so you're gonna have to read that one. This one comes from NPR KERA,
Shout out.
brought by viewers like you. Shout out, and actually NPR is like battling it out with Trump. So I kind of like using them. Attorney General Bondi brushes aside.
I think they're calling her Blondie now.
Oh, okay, Blondie or Bondi brushes aside questions about her handling of Epstein files. So there's been all sorts of blow up about this shit. It's gotten even weirder. It gets weirder by the minute and kind of funny that this is all tearing it down. I'm going to read some of this. It's by Ryan Lucas, and like I said, it's on NPR. Attorney General Pam Bondi on Tuesday refused to address questions about the handling of the Justice Department's files from the Jeffrey Epstein investigation or about her reported rift with FBI Director Dan Bongino. Bondi has come under intense criticism from many in the MAGA movement since the Justice Department released a memo last week detailing its review of the Epstein files. The two-page document said the department found no evidence of any Epstein client list and that no additional files from the investigation would be made public. Those findings, which contradicted Bondi's own past statements and promises of transparency, touched off fury among many supporters and of President Trump. Some prominent figures in the MAGA faithful, including far-right activist, God, crazy as shit, Laura Loomer, have called for Bondi to resign. And what's really crazy about Laura Loomer, like sidebar real quick, so she was like, oh, they're trying to cancel me. She ran, I think, for Congress or like the Senate or something. She ran for something and got blown out. And she's gotten a lot of people fucking fired already.
From the National Security Council, okay? Like I'm telling you, this is like the people that the American government has said do not need to be confirmed by Congress because the president needs people he can trust by his side. These are the people. It's like fucking 10 people. And Laura Loomer comes out and says that they're whack.
And at one point
get fired.
she was banned
Also-
from
also-
Mar-a-Lago. There was rumors about her and Trump hooking up, all sorts of weird
He
shit.
literally sucked his dick. At least. She's been fucking him. Like it's like that's not even a rumor. At all. That's why she got banned. Because fucking Melania got upset about it. She was riding around on Air Force One, dude.
Wild.
Side chick.
Wild. At a news conference Tuesday, the DEA at the DEA, Bondi was asked how she would respond to MAGA's frustrations with her specifically. We're going to fight to keep America safe again, and we're fighting together as a team. That's what's so important right now, Bondi replied. We've got a war on drugs. We've got a war on human trafficking. We've got cartels in this country, and we've got foreign adversaries around this world, we're all going to work together as a team to fight and keep America safe again. And I can tell you that's what we're committed to. So what's wild is there's no way if you even pay attention, you haven't seen these clips, but I mean, them asking her, are you guys, I think it was fucking Ducey from Fox News. It's like, are you guys going to release the client list? And she's like, yeah, it's sitting on, it's like, it's on my desk right now and I'm reviewing it. Like some of the,
Did you see what AOC said?
what?
Our girl, AOC said, tweeted, what a surprise that putting a rapist in the White House was going to be problematic for the release of the Epstein files.
Oh, yeah. I think I saw something about that. But I mean, what's wild is so Dan Bongino,
Allegedly,
Deputy Director Dan Bongino, like was a podcaster, conservative voice, was always on like Fox. He's big into like, he was deep into the Epstein files. Him wanting to release this stuff is partially why he has the job that he has. Same with Kash Patel. I mean, these guys created platforms on election denial and Epstein elite pedophile rings. QAnon, but not even so much Q as like as
kind of though. Like no, you're right though with the Epstein files with Dan Bongino.
but they correlated the two. They connected
totally.
them.
But that's the thing. It's like Trump like played into it, and so it's like, and it's so obvious that Trump like did some fucking stupid shit, like that, like
or he was there so much.
No, it's like 60 fucking 100 photos of him, like with Epstein.
15
like,
years.
Yeah, it's and he's on the flight logs. We already know that. We know he's done it.
Well,
like,
yeah,
the
but
dude's a fucking rapist.
But all these,
like, are we kidding me? Are you kidding me?
But all these other people in all these other people within the administration who are in these positions of power. I mean, Kash Patel's being interviewed and they say who has the Epstein files, and he says he's like the director of the FBI has them, or who has the black book. He says the director of the FBI, and it's like well, what do you mean? He's like, all those things they would have, that's the person who has access to that stuff. He is now the director of the FBI. So it's like they've ran on this platform of like, and it was used as a indicator of how evil the left is. It was like, look at how evil the left is. They're doing this stuff, and we need to stop them. And we need to stop them. We need to. So now for some of the supporters, they flipped, and now it's like, well, is Trump part of the deep state now? And it's like Dan Bongino. No, I'm serious. Dan Bongino.
No. I know. It just makes me laugh because it's like, is he part of the deep state? Obviously, what are you talking about?
Dan Bongino didn't show up to work Friday. Didn't show up. No one could find him.
Yeah. What does that even mean?
Like
I didn't know that like the FBI deputy director needed to show up at the office.
well,
Like,
the deputy director does because he basically runs everything. So
no, I get what the
the
deputy director does.
the day-to-day ops.
Totally. It's like the FBI director is the face. Deputy director is actually the one doing shit, except for this guy's completely unqualified. But my point is just like what he didn't come into like the fucking office like at the fucking what is it called? I know what it's called.
Well,
The who's the FBI director from back in the day? That, like
Comey.
no, like early.
Oh, Hoover.
Yeah.
The
He just
started the FBI.
he would dress like a woman, often, just like Giuliani, by the way. But yeah, the Hoover Building is like where the FBI like. It's like I didn't know he had to show up there every day.
Well, I think it's so this is there. Well, there's more to that, but and he hasn't been reachable for comment, or he wasn't yesterday. But so the next part of the article, I'm sorry, what does it say? We've got war on drugs. Despite Bondi's effort to move, the Epstein matter does not appear to be going away. Mike Johnson, House Speaker, a top Trump ally, threw his weight behind releasing the files. I'm for transparency. It's a very delicate subject, but we would put everything out there and let the people decide. But people decided. The White House and the White House team are privy to facts I do not know. I mean, this isn't my lane. I haven't been involved with that, but I agree with the sentiment that we need to put it out there. So this is like this is related to Bongino not showing up Friday. Bondi said she spent the morning working with FBI Director Kash Patel, but she would not address reports of a clash last week. It was last Wednesday, or he hasn't been supposedly Thursday, Friday, or Monday. Last week with Bongino, the FBI's number 2 official asked whether Bongino would stay in his job. She said, I'm not going to discuss personal matters. I think we all are committed to working together now to make America safe again, and that's what we're going to do. Damn, this bitch says that a lot. But apparently they got into it at the White House over this, where Bongino's fucking pissed. Because he's like, dude, he's like, you realize, like, by taking this stance, by me going on, because he went on Fox News first and said, like, he didn't kill himself. It was
Okay, but like also, it's hilarious that he's pissed.
Well, he's pissed. He said he's like, you guys ruined my career with this.
Okay. Well, guess what? You should have built your career on some dumb shit, Bongino. Like, you just went and worked for a dude who used to fucking kick it with him for years and is on the flight logs and thought it was going to be good. Like, what are you talking about?
Well,
It's
I mean,
like, you would never even be even close. Couldn't even pass an FBI background check, which your boy did over here. Like when I became a financial advisor, he couldn't do that. Like unless Trump was involved. Like, I mean, get the fuck out of here, dude. Like,
but it's funny because he was so passionate about it that he believed it, and that's why he got involved in the first place. And same with Kash Patel. So a lot of it is, let's say, but there's only, like they say, there's only a couple options here, and in some of these scenarios, there's really only 2. So either they're lying now or they're lying then. So because then it became it's not
only 2. I don't get it.
when it comes to this Epstein files and a client list. Either they were lying when they said they had it and it didn't exist, or they're lying.
Who's that?
President
Bondi.
Trump, Bondi,
Okay,
Kash Patel, Dan Bongino, these people that either ran on this platform, had insider information, or have been in this job since January, talking about how they have the files, they're looking through them. There's 10,000 hours of video. There's 300 something victims. Like the specificity that they use to describe the evidence they have leads you to believe that it exists, as well as Ghislaine or Ghislaine or whatever.
No, it's Ghislaine.
No, I forgot I called her last week. It's Jizzy Lane.
Lane.
Jizzy Lane being in prison for 20 years. What was she convicted on in evidence? Makes you wonder, but she didn't really say that much, but they had enough to convict her. She didn't testify. She didn't say shit. She just kept her mouth shut, so she didn't really say much. She didn't like.
But that was the previous administration.
True, but I mean, regardless of it, she didn't say anything to anybody. She just.
But the point is like, why the fuck is she in jail if there is no crimes? And
there's no crimes,
but there's a list of
You just you describe all this stuff
Yeah,
and
it
say
makes
you
no
have
sense.
it, and
But
then
this
you
is
say,
ex-
or they're lying
is-
now when they say it doesn't exist at all. So either they were lying in one of these scenarios. One of them was the truth, and one of them wasn't. And either way, they're fucked. It's the same. And then Trump tries to spin it and say it was written by the same people who wrote the Russia hoax and the dossier with him and the P tape and all that stuff. That was supposedly, this is made by the exact same people, and the Obama Biden decided to make this. I know it's like crazy. So then he tried to make it, he added to another conspiracy, because whenever a conspiracy catches hold like this, it keeps going, and the more you try to justify it, the deeper and deeper it gets, and it doesn't stop. It just keeps going. Like, that's how conspiracies work. So now they're all
conspiracy theories work.
Yeah, conspiracy theories work. So now they're all eating themselves alive because they all have different interests. They all want different things out of this, but they all use this information as
And
a
they
way
all
to get
hate
it.
each other. They
Yeah.
all hate each other. It's like, and this just proves my point. Like, I forget if I said it on the pod or if I was saying it to Diane, but it's just like, as soon as our president passes away, hopefully from natural causes, God willing, this whole thing crumbles, dude, and it is over for everybody. People are fucking leaving the country to go to Belarus, including the fucking sons of the Trumps. Like all these crimes, all this like grift, all this bullshit collapses in 1 fucking second if this dude dies.
Well,
Trust.
I mean,
There
I'm
is
not.
nobody.
No, well, I'm not going to disagree, but that's something that we saw at like the most recent.
It happen already.
With the most recent Turning Point USA, but not just with them, but it's the people, these pundits, these people taking these stances where they're like holding the administration accountable. Either they overpromise and they're under-delivering, or or they told the truth and now they don't want to deliver because it's damning. Not because if it was all just a bunch of Democrats and Tom Hanks and all this and Chris Tucker and all this wild shit, then they would have released it, right? But the fact that they haven't, if it does exist, means that there's incriminating evidence against other people so it's not in their best interest to release it, so they're not. So then they're just gonna be like, well, fuck you, we're not gonna release it. But
it's not other people. It's the motherfucking dude who's at the fucking.
Well,
like,
but
at
he's
the
included.
Resolute desk.
But he's included in the list of
That's
people.
the only reason.
No, I mean, yes.
Don't you realize that? Like, anything that these people do is at the helm of the motherfucking wannabe autocrat. Like, that's it.
But no, but I mean, if you had,
Like, it's not like if nobody else was involved besides Trump, they're gonna release it. Get the fuck out of here.
no,
dude.
because obviously, if there's, it depends on who those people are.
No, I'm saying nobody. How about nobody? Just Trump.
No, I think there's way more than this.
No, I'm just saying, even if nobody else was involved, of course they're not going to release it if Trump's involved.
Well, no, exactly. Sorry, exactly. That's
it. They don't give a shit about anybody else because he doesn't give a shit about anybody else besides himself.
I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying there's obviously more people, so there's a vested interest by a lot of people to not have this come out with him being it. So they're gonna say like no, because if they're, let's say Lindsey Graham's on it, and let's say fucking
Graham's on it. Dude,
why? I'm just saying. Let's just say there's all these other prominent political figures across both
allegedly
across both sides of the aisle. Let's say fucking allegedly, let's just randomly say like some of these billionaires around the world are on this. They could have a ripple effect.
No, I get
that. Would be devastating.
I totally get that, but it just like none of it matters if Trump's on the fucking list. That's the reason why that's why the Blondie would not release it. Like, and the fact that Dan Bongino like doesn't like get it is fucking terrifying. That he's like in a position of power like this.
Well, but he could have gotten that information and looked at it and realized that the information isn't what he thought it was. So maybe hold on. No, you have to be devil's advocate because you're
okay, go ahead.
Because at the end of the day, we don't know what it is. We don't know what they have, what they don't have. So we're making assumptions. We don't.
No, we do know enough.
We know enough, but we don't know exactly. We don't know who's
He's
on the list.
the flight logs, bro.
No, okay, he's on the flight
He's
logs. But
he's a convicted sexual abuser.
if there is a client, if there is
Twice.
a black book, I'm not disagreeing on those things. I'm saying if there's a black book list of people who are clients that Maxwell is hooking up with these people, because that's what she's convicted of, is being the middleman and facilitating this stuff and procuring and bringing these people, these girls, to these people. If that list of those people exists, that's a big fucking deal. But we don't know if it exists or not until we see it. Like right at that point, we're just assuming.
Like I'm just saying, for the world, does it make probable sense that we have a dude who has sexual improprieties, 3 wives, children from
No,
3 different
no
women,
one's going to disagree with that. No one's going to say
sex with
that
a porn star, is on a flight log, going to an island where a dude is sex trafficking women who are underage, and you're telling me Donald Trump just did not partake in this fucking crime?
Nobody's saying that if...
That's what I'm saying, and that's the only reason why we didn't get the fucking list.
But that's... I know, no, I'm not... It's obvious that's why, that he's blogging. I mean, that's
it's
like...
crazy that it's so obvious, but people fucking still
But
root for this guy.
what if the information is... What if they overpromise and are under-delivering, and they've looked at everything that they have?
They didn't overpromise. This is what they did. They just were playing the politics.
What if... No, like a Dan Bongino and what he's going to be able to do. Not the administration. I'm talking about...
I think Dan Bongino is either hard or retarded and did not realize what
Cash Patel sat up there on Joe Rogan.
They're
Was like,
liars. They're either liars or stupid, dude. I don't know which one.
Okay, exactly. Well, all I'm saying, the point I'm trying to make is what if the information that they thought that the FBI had wasn't as complete as they thought it was, but they've ran on a platform that it is, and they're going to release it, and then they're we're going to deliver on this, we're going to give it to y'all. When they get into it, they realize that it's not, and now they're trying to and now if they're trying to backtrack, and let's say there's 6 people on this list, and there's like 8 people on these videos, but they say it's this person, that person, it's Tom Hanks, it's fucking all these liberals, and it's all these other, and then let's say there's a bunch of conservatives on this list, and there's some liberal. Like, what I'm saying is, if the list actually doesn't exist, they've promoted it so hardcore that it fucking does, that even if right now they are telling the truth, they're full of shit, and they've lost everybody because they've pushed it.
No, I get that, dude,
Yeah.
but like, do you actually believe that? Do you believe that there's nobody on the fucking
I'm
list?
I'm not sitting here saying that there's not more information that we're gonna know.
Bigger. I guarantee you, it's bigger than we even think it.
I just don't think it's gonna be in the form of what we think.
I already know that, like, the fucking dude from Google, Sergey Brenov, and his fucking wife went out there, and his wife saw what was happening and said, "Let's get the fuck out of here, dude." Like there's stories and stories and stories. Like, there's a fucking list for sure, and I bet it's bigger than we know. Definitely not smaller. I think Dan Bongino is either a fucking moron and actually believed his own bullshit, or he was selling a conspiracy theory because he got rich on it, which seems more likely, and now he's got caught with his fucking pants down and doesn't know what to do about it.
No, I think that some of them, like a Cash Patel, like a Mike Lindell, some of these fucking lunatics to a certain extent believe the bullshit.
Cash Patel, the FBI director of the United States, by the way.
Yeah, and Cash Patel did what? 2,000 Camels was the documentary that he was partially responsible for. Was it him?
He wrote a fucking children's book about Donald Trump being a king and like saving like a princess, dude. Like, I'm not. Like,
no, I know. So, but
I'm just saying. I just.
If they upset
that he's our FBI.
If you believe in that stuff so much, then they would sign up to go. I'll do that because then I'm going to fix stuff and I'm going to shut down the Hoover Building day one.
No, and that's what I mean by that's exactly what I mean by it. They're either really stupid or they're liars. It's if you believe this, that's like, you believe your own bullshit. That's crazy to me. but maybe that's true.
Well, and
Or you're full of shit.
the way Trump talks about it makes you think that obviously it's not getting out, but he spoke to reporters again later in the day. He didn't know why some of his supporters were interested in the Epstein story and frustrated. And there's videos of Bongino on his like 10 million subscriber podcast being like, don't ever let this go. We can't let this issue go. We have to get to the bottom of it. Period. And
Which is also weird.
But I mean, look,
like, even if it was exactly what he'd been saying, like, it's like, why do you even care so much, dude? And it's only because he built his career on this, dude. Like, it's only a money grab.
Well, let's say
he'd never have been in the FBI if he didn't have a podcast like this. Like.
No, I'm not disagreeing with that.
A podcast like this if he didn't fucking.
But
like, if he conspiracy theories.
But if he wholeheartedly believed the conspiracy theory, then I think that's equally as possible. Because there's people who believe because there's people who believe some of this shit that they spout off that these people are telling. I think that some of them truly believe.
Do you think that?
Shit
Okay. Can I ask you this then? Do you think that if he, like, halfway through this, before he even became the deputy FBI director, got information that it was different, that he would have changed his tune on it? Or is he now so locked in because he got so rich? This dude's a fucking cop. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's all he was. Like, now he's so rich because of him pumping this shit that he just has to keep going with it if he wants to continue his lifestyle. That's what it feels like.
Yeah, and that's possible. I mean, that's partially why he hasn't resigned and is probably going to stay in his job.
Exactly, dude. It's like you couldn't tell him like anything different.
But if you get there and the information's not what you think it is, and all you've been doing is telling people, and if they are even telling the truth, nobody's going to believe them because they've overinflated it so much that like if they don't produce a list with names on it and evidence, they're fucked. Like that's what I'm saying. It's like
I know, and to be honest, I enjoy it. Like, I'm enjoying this, like, eating them, and with the big beautiful bill where they're just like gonna like add more debt to like the country, like more than anybody ever.
What's fucked up about a lot of these conspiracies, because these all kind of come from the same realm. Whenever you get into like the Clinton Foundation, Pizzagate, Jeffrey Epstein, adrenochrome, all this weird stuff.
How are you rattling off like this shit?
They all like fall into the same. They all play on, if you're not a monster, our inherent like natural response to want to protect children, to want to protect like the defenseless, the weak, and innocent people.
And I'll say this for the 1,000th time on the podcast: the Catholic Church exists. You don't need to make up a fucking cabal.
Okay, so that would be you just lump that shit right in.
It doesn't need to be lumped.
That's
in.
what QAnon.
That's an actual fact.
But that's what QAnon, Pizzagate, all of those are an amount, like they all touch together. That's why like QAnon was super crazy, is because it connects all of these other conspiracies into one big conspiracy. So they'll play on other conspiracies to back stuff up.
I haven't heard shit about the Catholic Church.
I mean, they'll say some weird stuff about the Pope and stuff like that, but they were kind of not.
But it's like, there's just like hard evidence that this is actually happening, but they're like making up shit like about a pizza basement.
Well, yeah, they're overinflating it. So this has been building up for a while. So then catching somebody like Epstein confirms for a lot of those Pizzagate people, like, see, I told you, yada yada. And there's a whole swath of those people who voted for Trump because he ran on the platform of crushing that group of people. So if they don't know who that group of people is, they're fucked. If they know who that group of people is and they don't want to tell anybody because some of them are a part of it, they're fucked. And if they don't tell everybody who the group of people is because it doesn't exist, they're fucked. There's no.
Yeah. They back themselves into a fucking corner, and it is actually kind of nice to watch.
Well, we're not even. a year in.
They're
We're
eating each other.
we're not even a year in. So now
This
so
shit's already imploding.
and now you got Mike Johnson saying I don't know what it is, but they should release it. So there's a lot of, I mean, Kevin Spacey came out and was like they should release the Epstein files. Blah 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 blah. And it's like you need to sit down, Kevin
Is
Spacey.
he okay?
Like you need to sit the
I
fuck
didn't even
down.
know he was still in the United States.
Yeah, I know he is. He was found not guilty.
To be honest, I feel like he kind of did get caught up like in some Me Too shit like that probably shouldn't have happened. Like,
There's
don't
a
really-
I watched this documentary about Kevin Spacey. It's pretty fucked up.
oh really?
So,
I haven't seen that.
So it's on HBO. It's like Monsters.
Well, it's like how like
There's
they try to
one on-
cancel like both my two favorite comedians, Aziz Ansari and Louis C.K. And it's like when you like hear about what they did, you're like a couple years later, you're like out of like when you get out of the Me Too shit, you're like, wait, what? Like Louis C.K. like.
Well, yeah, we don't have to get into details
Okay,
because that
you're
one,
right, you're right.
because
You're
that
right,
one,
you're
I
right.
mean, that one's a
But
little.
it even
weird.
but Aziz is even like less. It's like
Yeah,
it's
that
like-
was just like a bad date.
I know.
Like, but I
Can you
mean,
imagine?
at the end of the day, I mean, they've backed themselves into a corner. They're all trying to. Basically, everybody's calling for Bondi to be fired. There's got to be some scapegoat because they're blaming her for it not being released. But then Trump is praising her for not releasing it. Then last night, Republicans voted to block the release of the files. So now Congress decided that they're going to block it and not let anybody look at it anyways. Shit's goofy. So if they're not going to let anybody look at it, it's just like you're compounding it and making it fucking worse. So if it's not, if it,
Just the thing is, it's like this is a cult, and it doesn't even matter. Like they're just gonna go with it, like whatever the fuck, like he said.
some of them aren't, because like I said, those types of conspiracies play on people's inherent like want to nurture people, so like, or like care for the innocent. So like if there is some crazy suburban mom who goes hardcore QAnon because she thinks kids are being sold on Wayfair online, like, which we talked about years ago on the podcast, that was a wild conspiracy theory that came out where they're selling people on Wayfair. And like if they believe that, those people like fucking full-heartedly believe it. They believe that shit. They believe
And
that.
this is how I know. This is how I know you didn't grow up in the Catholic Church like I did, because because that actually does happen. Everybody I know in my family wants to protect children, but reps the Catholic Church and like would never ever want you to say anything bad about it, even if it was like that. So it's like
No,
there
but I'm not
is-
talking
there-
about some.
there's a cognitive dissonance between, like I'm saying, people can get caught up in this, like where it's like cult type thing, where it's like you just justify actual bad shit.
No, but also, I mean, you're talking about someone's like religious beliefs, and
That's what I'm telling you that people think about Trump.
and I'm saying is if you're, let's say there's somebody who wasn't voting for Trump or they were undecided and they went down a red pill rabbit hole, we see people come out believing the crazy shit that's said in there. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, you're right. I just don't know anybody who goes down that rabbit hole and is not voting for him.
Exactly. So you would, if you go down that rabbit hole, you're going to vote for him because it's going to tell you that he's going to save you from it. But if he's on the list, which he is on like the flight logs and stuff,
The list ain't listing.
that's why the last episode was like the list that's not a list anymore, because
I
it's
thought
like,
I had it better, but it's fine.
but it's like, well, it's just like that. This is absurd. Like this is
The list ain't listing is pretty solid.
yeah, like this is just fucking absurd at this point. So it's
No
only
shit.
getting worse. Only getting worse. Second article. This is from CNN, everyone's favorite. U.S. Department of Defense awards contracts to Google and Musk's XAI. This is like via Reuters.
Writers.
OpenAI, Alphabet's Google, Anthropic, and Elon Musk's AI company XAI have won contracts up to $200 million each aimed at upscaling the adoption of artificial intelligence capabilities in the U.S. Department of Defense, the government agency said Monday. The contracts will enable the DoD to develop agentic AI workflows and use them to address critical national security challenges, the department's chief digital and artificial intelligence office said. The adoption of the AI is transforming the DoD's ability to support our warfighters and maintain strategic advantages over our adversaries.
So agenic is a new word. It means like a agent, like that would be an AI agent is like the term. And so basically it'd be like kind of like you have an assistant, but it's AI. So it's like going through those without you having to do it, just like letting you know if something's important or just like giving you a summary. It's scheduling shit for you. Like if you need like a haircut, it already knows. So that's what agenic means, and it's gonna get crazier and crazier and crazier. But like that, like just for the listeners, like that's a new term, so don't feel weird that you've never heard that before because these fucking tech bros just came up with it.
So it's
Actually, like Reed Hoffman came up with it, who actually like.
So it's just gonna be like Department of Defense Siri. Like I don't like.
No, it's different. It's like it'd be like if you hired an intern
That'd be tight.
and then just like gave your intern like, you know, like just be like, yo, this is what I need, and they just go do it.
Separately from, U.S. government agencies have been expanding their use of AI, driven by the White House order in April promoting the adoption. President Donald Trump has moved to soften regulation on technology by revoking a Biden 2023 executive order, which sought to reduce AI's risks through mandatory data disclosures. Separately on Monday, XAI announced a suite of its products called Gronk for Government, making its advanced AI models, including its latest flagship Gronk 4, available to federal, local, state, and national security customers.
Gross. There's been like articles recently like that Gronk XAI fucking like goes and like sees what Elon thinks before spitting it out. Also just continuously puts out anti-Semitic shit, just like at it, like hallucinates and just says like some anti-Jewish shit all the time, just like this week, and it happened like months ago. It's like fucking crazy that the government is still relying on Elon when SpaceX has 60% of all the low orbit satellites in the world is owned by Elon Musk, a private company. SpaceX, not a publicly traded company. Nuts. All like the people who just came from the International Space Station landed in San Diego yesterday on a SpaceX module. Like the amount of fucking shit that we like rely on for this motherfucker is wild. When his AI is spitting out anti-Semitic shit and going to check to see what Elon thinks before giving you a fucking answer, like it's so nuts.
Well, I mean, because you're on X some. I think I'm on X.
I'm not at all.
Oh, then like I am. I still have mine. I don't really do much on it, but maybe check for news and sports shit. It's good for stuff like that.
No, I'm not hating. I just
Gronk
got hacked so many times, like in like 2009, that I just stopped.
Gronk is pretty stupid, and what's funny is over time. So people were complaining on X that the AI was getting too woke because it was giving answers to stuff that they didn't like. The way it described things, the way it would like, is this true or not true, or what's the context behind this? Because someone will like leave it in the comments like, hey, what happened here? Or hey, what's this about? And it'll go get all the information from the video that you're watching and then like tell you about it. And people weren't liking the responses because they weren't like pro-conservative bullshit or like some weird shit with a racist spin. So he's updated this multiple times. Like 4 just dropped because like 3 or 4 days ago on there, wild shit was going on, and he'd updated it from 2 to 3, and when he made the jump from 2 to 3, 3 started saying like weird shit, weird conspiracy things, where it was like they'd obviously fucked with it and tinkered and like kind of leaned the direction they wanted it, because they had it pretty down the middle, and it would just give you facts and without the opinion, but it would give you like a synopsis and be like, actually this is more likely like not true, this is like the context or whatever. And now it's like, oh yeah, and like it'll say weird shit like you were saying,
It's
like,
scary that that they can like just like fuck with it like that, and then like our government is just like cool because Elon's cool with Trump. Like it's so stupid. Like that's really how we're gonna get fucked here, dude, by AI. It's not having the right people at the helm of it. It's like AI can like be really, really, really good for society, but it's like when you have this concentration of wealth and these megalomaniacs like running it, and then a fucking like wannabe autocrat in the White House regulating it, like that's how we're gonna get fucked.
yeah, don't disagree. So
Next article.
you got to read that one. That's the
No, I got it pulled up. So this is from Popular Mechanics by Stav Dimitriopoulos. Death isn't the final off switch. There's a mysterious third state between life and decay, scientists say. After clinical death, some of your cells refuse to quit or even attempt to reconfigure into strange emergent forms. And I'm just going to hit you with the bullet points. Groundbreaking research revealed that many genes in mice, zebrafish, and humans actually become more active after clinical death. This suggests that we need to redefine death because it's not a simple switch. Instead, cells enter a sort of twilight zone when the organism dies. Related research also raises profound questions about consciousness and dying, and also may yield medical knowledge about the death process. After a long day in the lab, two biologists joked over beers about studying what happens to genes. The body's protein-based hereditary DNA sequences after death. Well, of course, all the genes stop, said Peter Noble, PhD, who was then splitting time between the University of Washington and the Max Planck Society, a preeminent research organization in Germany. That'd be an interesting experiment to do, replied Alex Poskadov, PhD, who was based at Max Planck. What began as a playful exchange soon took on a life of its own, however. The pair spent the next year doggedly pursuing funding and fielding plenty of skepticism. People thought we were crazy, Nobel says, or recalls. But Max Planck eventually came through. The team ran experiments on mice and zebrafish. What they discovered and published in 2017 was startling. Around 1,000 genes didn't just linger, they became more active after clinical death. At distinct intervals ranging from 30 minutes to 48 hours. Many of the activated genes regulated inflammation, immune defense, embryonic development, and even cancer. This unexpected activity became known as and this is going to be like hard ass word to say, Xantotranscriptome from Thanatos, the Greek god of death, and transcriptome, the full set of RNA in a cell. It refers to genes that turn on postmortem, as if cells were trying to mount a final biological response. Death, Nobel concluded, isn't a biological switch, but more of a dimmer, ushering in what he calls a twilight third state between life and full cellular decay. In 2018, from Barcelona's Center for Genomic Regulation, regulation, reinforced this view. Researchers analyzed over 7,000 RNA samples from 540 deceased human donors and found that gene expression ramps up in a tissue dependent manner. Their work, published in Nature Communications, even suggested that posthumous activity could help estimate time of death. There have been multiple papers published after hours, and they found similar trends, Nobel says. These findings suggest that we may be on the verge of a renaissance in how we define death. Recent breakthroughs certainly point in that direction. In 2019, researchers at Yale used a system called BrainX to restore cellular and synaptic activity in pig brains 4 hours after death without restoring consciousness, suggesting that death may not be a singular, irreversible moment. Meanwhile, researchers at the University of Michigan observed surges of electrical activity in human brains following cardiac arrest, prompting new questions about what the brain is doing in its final moments. What do you think about this?
I mean, that's not that surprising because there's that old thing like, well, when you cut somebody's head off with the guillotine, they could still see
That's
for like
kind of what I was thinking.
10
too.
or 15. Like, yeah, I mean, I think.
Or like a snake, like like still moves, like. But
Or what's that
it
movie,
is,
like 23 grams or something? Like you lose, like everybody loses the weight of 23
but
grams.
that's totally different. That's,
Why not?
Yeah. Well, it's with Benicio del Toro. Yeah, it might be 20. Is it 23? Maybe it is.
Something
That
like
sounds
that.
right. That
Yeah.
sounds right. But no, yeah, that's about like your soul leaving your body.
Well, yeah. So I mean,
As soon as you die, you lose a specific amount of weight. That's just a fact. Makes me think. The boy got spiritual over the last few years too.
but I mean that there's still activity. That's not surprising. I mean, just because our consciousness is left.
But it's yourself. Like this isn't like, you know what I'm saying? It's your body. So
Yeah.
like the okay, but you're dead.
Yeah.
But your shit's still alive.
Yeah. Like
So
whenever you.
so I do agree. Like the reason why I put this in here it is trippy to think about.
Yeah, but like it's weird if you've ever been on the country and someone is about to cook a fresh chicken and pluck it and they cut its head off and it runs around for 4 minutes. That'll fuck you up.
Totally get that. Totally get that. But what I'm saying is, to me, it just shows like how little we really know about consciousness and like if us, it's like if I don't know what you think, like what happens to you when you die. I don't know what I think, but kind of think something. And so it's like to me it's just like it just proves that like we have no fucking clue like what happens. And,
Yeah.
and we're going to find out like more and more and more.
Yeah, find out more before it happens. Because you're like when it happens and you're like, oh shit, this is what it is, but then it's too late.
Oh well, yeah,
Most people don't die and come back and tell you about it.
Like, yeah, that's exactly what I mean. It's just like we're gonna realize like like squid came from a different asteroid than humans did, and like whatever microbes and like that. That's what I was just trying to sell the Iron Ape on. It's just like because we always talk about their aliens, and it's like we're going to find out like the reason why they seem like aliens is because like an asteroid hit with microbes from like one place and they became fucking giant squid and sharks. By the way, y'all, just found this out. Sharks have been on the planet longer than trees. I didn't even know the Earth existed without trees. Sharks have been here longer than dinosaurs. 500 million years. Crazy stat. Crazy. Aliens. If you want to consider aliens to be something different than humans.
Yeah.
I don't think any mammal on the earth is different than from the like microbe that humans start from, or birds or reptiles, to be honest.
Well,
I'm talking specifically. I g- Shark's not a mammal, right?
birds and
Dolphins are mammals. Sharks aren't, right? Because they
no,
got gills.
no, yeah, they're not mammals.
Yeah. Whales,
Um,
mammals.
yeah, whales are mammals.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Squid, sharks, zebra
Unless
fish.
it's a whale shark. Boom.
Good point.
Anomaly. Onomatopoeia. No,
That's with an onomatopoeia.
I don't know, I just wanted to say that. It's a fun word to say
I'm just
sometimes.
throwing shit out there. Like, it's just interesting to me.
No, I'm not disagreeing. I think it's super interesting. And I mean, obviously, we're going to, hopefully, we do understand more. That way, maybe it'll give people some kind of solace in understanding what happens when they do go. I think that there's something like this, the fear of not knowing what happens is what scares people more, is because they don't know. So, I mean, there's a whole,
I think what scares me the most is leaving because I've kind of went through that whole experience where I did think that I had died and everybody else did, and it wasn't me dying, it was losing everybody else. I think that's what fucks me up.
yeah.
Like I don't really give a shit what happens. I have thoughts on what might happen, but it's just like losing the people of in your life is what I think is like the scariest.
Well, and we go through that in our lives.
Going
And
through it.
no, like when it comes to like people and individuals throughout our lives, so to be losing everybody like that at once would be like, yeah.
And then and then like be able to know that that happened. Like that's because that's what kind of happened to me when I like went through that crazy mushroom trip. Like where it was just like, not only am I dead, but everybody's dead, and it fucked me up. Like it was just like, whoa,
I better pee.
that's not actually what happened. I said, I don't know if this is real, and I'm going to act like I'm going to be in this middle of this theater and see if anybody stops me. Because if they do, then I know that I'm just tripping. And if they don't, I know I'm fucked. And nobody stopped me, dude. It's a wild ass.
Final.
So you want to go to the
Oh yeah, just the final one is Trump launches a probe into Brazil's unfair trade practices. So last week, President Donald Trump urged Brazilian authorities to end their prosecution of the country's former president, Jair Bolsonaro, accusing him.
Okay, like Bolsonaro's a fucking. They call him the Trump of the tropics. This like Brazil's prosecuting him, and so Trump's putting on the fucking biggest tariffs of his life on Brazil because they're prosecuting their fucking dictator. Also, they had a January 6th type fucking
And
insurrection.
that's what he got arrested for.
Exactly, dude. Like, fine. Like, yeah. At least he got arrested. Like, it's like this dude fled to fucking Florida for a while in exile. Was like caught at a Chick-fil-A. Fuck this dude.
People saw him
Like,
walking around like Whole Foods and shit.
just unbelievable, unbelievable. The United States lets one person put tariffs on any country.
If we're gonna do stuff like this, then let Santos out, dude. Like, let's just be honest. If we're gonna go through all of this, let our boy George out.
That's right. He needs to get back down to Brazil, run for president as a drag queen.
Wins.
Do you remember his drag queen name?
Ooh, I don't remember, what was it.
Me neither.
It was something. It was something.
It was good.
Something good. It was like that's spicy. We see you, George. We see you, George. You spicy ass. You're crazy, dude.
So many aliases. Like
I'm here. I'm all for it. I love any.
Totally. I mean, fucking Mr.
Anybody who's gonna run for public office and claim they live in a big house with a pool, while in turn they're just sleeping on their sister's couch. Like, come on, that's fucking awesome. And people believe you.
Hold on, back the fuck up because Mayor Eric Adams over in New York was saying he was living in New York but sleeping on somebody's couch in New Jersey. So let's not make it all cool.
No, I know, but I'm just saying nobody knew who he was. He's like, yeah,
No. Shout out, dude. This guy's.
But
dude, come on.
if
Best friend of the pod. Best friend of the
if
pod.
anybody shouldn't be locked up at Santos for sure.
I know, but we're throwing tariffs down on like the 6th biggest economy in the world because Trump doesn't like that they're prosecuting their insurrectionist fucking president. Like, it's insanity, dude.
Yeah, we've reached a level of fucking crazy.
Yeah,
and we're not even a year in.
Nope, not even close.
That's why they say people like
6 months.
Bondi and Patel have already said they're going to stay. They're saying that Bongino has a choice to make. Is it because like Trump doesn't care what they do? He wants people that are loyal to him. He doesn't want what happened the first time and people to like stop him from doing crazy shit. He wants people that are going to enable his crazy shit. Pam Bondi's enabling his crazy shit. So if he doesn't want people to see the evidence because he's all over it, she did exactly what he wanted. She did. He's not going to fire her.
Well, this is also the dictator playbook. You put people who are unqualified into positions of power, not because they're unqualified, but it's because they know they would never, ever, ever be there unless it was for him. So then they're like addicted to the job. It's like Pam Bondi has no place to be the Attorney General of the United States and would only be there if Donald Trump put her there. And so that's how you get people to be loyal to you. It's like literally like how you get this shit done. And he just didn't know that in the first term.
Yeah.
Same with Dan Bongino. Same with Kash Patel. Same with Pete Hegseth. You know.
Yeah.
It's scary.
You got anything else, man?
Meditate, bitches.
Well, like always, we appreciate y'all stopping by. Listen, like, follow, subscribe, share, whatever. We appreciate you guys. Number 187, Murder Was the Case. Murder was that case that they gave me. That's such a good song. A sidebar, that music video scared the fuck out of me when I was a kid. I saw it at like 1 a.m. on MTV, and it's just like Snoop Dogg is like in like a black suit with like the devil, and he's also in the hospital bed, and I was like, bro, what the fuck is going on? And when like Satan's talking to him, like that shit fucked me up. It was terrible.
You should go back and look at it because it's corny now.
Oh no, I've gone back and watched it, and I'm like, this is dope as fuck. Like it's corny, but it's great.
Dope, but yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But I was like, horror.
I get it though.
Like terrified me, just like old Busta Rhymes music videos used to scare me. I think it was the Woo-Ha music video. I remember vividly. I was at my dad's. I was just confused because of the angles and all the weird costumes. I was like, "What is going on with this shit?"
Dude, I bet Missy Elliott fucked your shit.
Because it was like
with the weird costume.
Because it was like what 92, 93, 93. Woo-Ha came out. Woo-Ha came out. When did that come out? I remember watching.
I will say 96, 97. Joseph's looking it up, y'all.
I love that song. 96, January 96.
Boom.
So
Boom.
96, I was January 96.
9.
No, it's January, so I was 8. No, I was 9. No, I was about to be 9. I was about to turn 9.
Okay.
March.
Right. You were born. Okay.
But that music video fucked me up watching it at my dad's house. I was like super confused. More so Murder Was the Case than Busta Rhymes. But Busta Rhymes, I was like, what is this? This is the craziest shit I've ever seen in my entire life. I have no idea what's going on. And now he's like popping up and there's fire everywhere.
I saw Busta Rhymes down in Santa Monica one time. Fucking tall.
Oh, he's huge.
I know. I didn't realize that.
He's a huge fucking dude, man.
He's literally just standing there, and Busta Rhymes just next to me, and I'm just like, did not know you were like a giant, bro.
Yeah, he's like 6 something, like 6'6". something massive, like fucking
Yeah.
huge. And he's like, so when he's all ripped, you're like, holy shit, that dude would beat the.
I was just surprised.
Yeah. All right. Well, y'all like, follow, subscribe. Be good. Be safe. As always, go fuck yourselves.
Shout out.
Nah, man, I know what I need, some more man huggy. Oh, man huggy. More man huggy. Put your headphones